Chapter 2118. Alex remembered one thing and said to Takehiko, "By the way, Mr. Ito, I have to trouble you and do one more thing for me." Takehiko hurriedly said, "Please tell me." Alex said, "What's the name of the vice president of Nippon Steel who docked with Faria? Hashimoto, right?" "Yes." Ito nodded. "It's Hashimoto Kinsey." Alex sneered and said, "You send a few ninjas and tie him to me, but don't send them here after you've tied him. You can get him to the dock directly and then put him in the cabin. I will take him to Oris Hill." Takehiko said without hesitation, "Okay, Mr. Anderson, I will make arrangements." Although Hashimoto Kinzen is an executive of Nippon Steel and can be regarded as a man of good looks, he is still far behind the Ito family. He usually takes a driver and 2 bodyguards at most, but he certainly can't afford a ninja, such a top Chinese existence. So sending a few ninjas to tie him is absolutely easy. Takehiko arranged both matters in an orderly manner. He asked his family's ninjas to immediately tie up Hashimoto, and at the same time he called Nippon Steel's chairman, Shinwa Watanabe, and invited him to talk at home. Although Watanabe was the chairman of Nippon Steel, he respected Takehiko and drove over immediately when he heard his call. And the two lived very close, so 10 minutes later, he had already arrived at Ito's home. As soon as Watanabe entered the door and saw Takehiko, he hurried forward and said with a bit of humility, "Brother Ito, I don't know if you were looking for me so late. What can I do for you?" Takehiko smiled slightly and said playfully, "Calling you over so late will not delay the world of you and your wife." Watanabe smiled awkwardly, his expression a little lonely. Although Watanabe was about the same age as Takehiko this year, and his physical condition was relatively good, only in the matter of men and women, there was something unspeakable. He didn't know what was going on. He was good everywhere, but his ability was getting worse and worse. Originally, he and his wife lived together at least 3 times a week, and the two were considered harmonious. But in the past 2 years, the desire and ability in this area had plummeted from 3 times a week to once a week, once every 2 weeks. Now, he had reached a month, and it was difficult to have a state once. Watanabe had been to many hospitals and looked for many experts, but the feedback they gave was that this ability is sometimes irrelevant to the overall condition of the body. Some people are obviously very healthy and can even be said to be very strong, but that's not enough. But some people look at the wind as they fall down, but they are incredibly strong in that respect. Physical fitness cannot be equated with that ability. Moreover, the ability in that area is also very troublesome to treat. Some are physiological degeneration, some are neurological degeneration, and some are psychological degeneration. All in all, if something goes wrong in this regard, no matter how rich one is, it may not be cured. Because of this, Watanabe was only troubled by this incident, but he was ashamed to tell others about it. So Ito didn't know anything about it. However, Alex saw the melancholy in Watanabe's expression, and then carefully looked at his face, and he knew the situation well.